Hello there, I'm Yvonne DeCellis coming to you today on Why Energy. It is Saturday, January 2nd. It's a little bit after 5 p.m. and I just want to start off by saying if you are watching me right now, then you made it. Congratulations, you made it through 2020. One of the worst years in a long, long time, in my lifetime, actually. This has got to be one of the worst years yet. Well, not this year, 2020. 2020 was a bad year. So you made it. Congratulations, it's 2021 and you made it to the other side. So that I had to say that first. Congratulations. I taught a class today on Facebook Live. I've never done it before. It went really well. And I'm going to show one of the exercises I did at the course. This is going to be all about starting the new year off on the right foot. If you want to see my Facebook Live course, let me know. I can send you a link to it. It did record. What I did today was ways to help you keep your resolutions, because I know that stress can sometimes put people off their game. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. But today what I'm going to show you is an energy healing exercise you can do to release anger without hurting yourself or anybody else. And then I'm going to follow that up with something called a Celtic weave. I'm actually going to follow it up with two things, actually. I'm going to fill it up with a really quick exercise you can do to bring your energy up and to make yourself feel better. And then I'm going to follow that with Celtic weave, which is good for wrapping your aura around you, which can make you feel protected and give you a feeling of warmth. But anyway, let me just start off showing you the energy healing exercise called Expelling the Venom. And there's two different ways of doing it. So bear with me. First off, you want to rub your hands together. It's always a good idea to start off with rubbing your hands together just to get them warmed up. But what you want to do, you can do this seated or standing or lying down, totally up to you. And you can either have your arms straight ahead of you or you can have them folded. Most important thing is when you make fists, when I tell you to make fists, make sure your fingernails don't press into your fingers. Either curl them so that your fingernails are up against your hand and not pressing in, or do this so that your fingernails are not pressing into your skin, because if you're really angry, you might make fists so tight that you cut into your skin, and trust me, you don't want to do that. It's painful. So let's do this together. This is a way of letting go of the past, letting go of anything that's stressing you out, making you angry, or that you just need to get out of your system. What you want to do is visualize whatever it is that's bothering you. So let's say we're just doing this to get past 2020 because it was such a bad year. So just visualize. I'm going to bring my arms straight ahead of me because I almost feel like I have to do this because 2020 was just such a bad year. I'm going to try to envision putting it into my hands, but since it's so heavy, it kind of weighs my arms down when I visualize it. But I'm just going to think of all the stress of this past year with COVID and the politics and all these horrible, depressing news stories. I'm putting those into my hand and I'm making a fist. And now what you want to do is when you have these things in your hands, just again visualize, put it in your hands, take a deep breath in, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Swoop your arms around to your sides and put your fists over your head. And now this is what I mean when I say there's two choices. You can either throw down or you can go slow. I'm going to do both versions. And one thing to keep in mind is what you have in your hands is really negative. So you don't want to throw it at any living being or any living thing. Throw it down to the ground, throw it out a window, throw it into a garbage can. But when you have this here, when I say throw down, I mean literally throw down, and as you get down to the ground, let your fingers go because you're dropping something out of your hands. So that's the throw down method. And I'm going to do this again from the beginning, but I'm going to do this with the slow. I'm just trying to back up so you can see me from the start. So I'm going to do this time with bent arms, but once again, I'm putting 2020 into my hands because I just want to get it out of my system. So I'm going to breathe in and out. I'm going to do this one more time because you want to swoop up on the way in. And again, as you go down, let your fingers out. You're letting whatever it is that you've just put into your hands go. And when you're done, to get rid of that negative energy, rub your hands together and shake them out. And when I say the energy up exercise, this is a very quick one, but what you want to do is put your hands down at your sacrum. So my fingers right now are at my pubic bone, and I'm making a little mini heart with my thumbs here. And you're just going to literally go up around the pecs, around, and back down. So on the way up, you want to take the inhale, and on the way down, you want to breathe out. So I'm going to sit down for this so we can do this one together and breathe. So one more time. On the way up, breathe in. And on the way down, out. So let me do this standing one more time. And again, for breathing, you want to go in on the way up and out on the way down. Most important thing for breathing, it is a good idea if you can to take the breath in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. But if you want to do all oral or all nasal, that is fine. The most important thing when you're breathing is try to breathe intentionally, breathe deeply, and have your tongue at the roof of your mouth when you're inhaling, i.e. it should be back behind your top row of teeth. So again, tongue at the roof of the mouth, breathe in, go up, and then down and out. So that's one quick one. That's a way of bringing your energy up and making you feel better. And another thing you can do to make yourself feel even better is as you're going up, go down, and then if you want to, you can go up and over your head and back down to a point at the pubic bone. And back up, and you can do that as many times as you wish. So that's a way to bring the energy up, and you should also feel a temperature shift. But one last thing I wanted to show you was the Celtic weave. To wrap your aura tightly around you, it should make you feel good. You might feel a temperature shift or a pressure shift. And again, this is to give you a feeling of protection and warmth. You want to put your hands about an inch or a couple inches away from your ears. And I'm going to do this once, and then maybe we can do it again for the follow along. So you put your hands by your ears, bring your elbows together, and weave your hands together this way. Flail out, and if you want, you can do jazz hands when you flail out. Go together one more time. Bend over slightly, flail out. You can do jazz hands if you want. One more time together, and now bend over more. Flail out, but then twist your hands so that the palms are pointing at the roof. So out, and then bring your hands up in front of you, and then you can jazz hand down. So I'm going to do this one more time seated. I'm sorry that you're not going to be able to see me all the way through, but I'm once again going to try to adjust the camera so you can see as much as possible, because this is something you can do seated. It's not necessary to do this one standing. You can do this one seated. So once again, hands at your ears, or about a few inches away from your ears, elbows together, flail together, and then flail out. And you can do jazz hands if you want, or you can just leave your hands out. Together again, bend over slightly, out, jazz hands, and then one last time, and this time you're going to bend over further down, twist your arms so that the palms of your hand are pointing upwards, swing them out in front, and then jazz hands down. And that's it for now. Thank you as always to my loyal subscribers. Thank you so much for being you, and thank you for being here. Love you guys. If you're new, I really do hope you come back. I hope these exercises help you. If you know anyone you think they might help, please share. And also know that I will be back as soon as I possibly can. I also take requests, so please feel free to send me a message. I will, once I get a chance to get this completely prepped for being publicized, I will put a table of contents in, and I will add info to the description. I have a website that you can go to and check out. So let me know what you think. Please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you can. And I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations on making it through 2020. That was not an easy year at all. Once again, you made it. Congratulations. And again, you're not alone. Please don't feel like you are. You are not. If you need to leave me a message, I promise you I will get back to you. Thanks again for your time. Namaste. Peace and light. Cheers.